All right, welcome to the PJFL broadcast of our game days at Anderson University. We followed up a great third and fourth grade game that was a final of 12-6, and now we're moving on to our fifth and sixth grade division, a battle between the orange team coached by Todd Miller against the white team coached by Brian Adams. Orange is sponsored by Rickers, and white is sponsored by Continental One Enterprises. I'm joined here in the booth by Coach Kurt Trout. I'm Brian Arthur. Welcome, guys. We are excited to have kids out here for a great game day experience on the turf at Anderson University. Coach, what do you expect to see today with these two teams?
Well, what you're going to see out of the white team is probably, arguably, the best defensive front in the league. They do a phenomenal job. They fly around. They do a great job. And from the orange team, you're looking for much improved. They're winless on the season, but have really, really done a good job of improving the last couple of weeks. So look to see some improvement out of the orange team. Look to see a competitive game, and hopefully we can have as much excitement as we did in that first game.
Absolutely. Orange has battled injuries throughout the year, and I think they're back at full strength, so it'll be exciting to see what they can do. I know Coach Todd Miller has done a phenomenal job with them. You speak of that defensive front. I think this team has given up the fewest amount of points in the league right now. So what do you expect to see from the orange to account for that?
Well, they're going to have to mix things up. Running inside, running outside, and maybe even throwing the ball with Tice Tomey, who is arguably the league's best passer.
All right, something to watch here as we transition. We're getting ready for kickoff. It appears that Orange has won the toss and will defer and will kick off to the white team. For white, Jalen Jordan drops back to receive, and number 10, it appears, for orange, who is Aaron Cookston, I believe, is going to kick off. We'll see who's lining up. It could also be Clayton Turner. We're excited to have everybody along today for what looks to be a great game between two awesome teams. So final directions from Coach Miller for the kickoff team. Referees ensuring that there are indeed 11 players for the white team. And we are ready to get going. We staved off a rain delay earlier this morning where lightning set us back about 45 minutes where it turned almost black. So it's great to see the skies clear, the temperature drop. However, to note, the field is going to be wet, and with that, the ball is going to be wet. So I think it's going to be a turnover affair, whoever can turn over the ball the least. Turner looks like he's going to be kicking off and does so to start the game. The ball's through. It skips over the head of Carson Klepfer, picked up by Jalen Jordan, who takes a knee. So great kickoff by Turner. Poor field position to start for white, starting at their own 18.
Yeah, you saw the ball take a crazy hop. On this turf, it's going to go for a long ways when you get a foot on it, and that's exactly what happened there with Turner's kick.
I'll tell you, Turner's goal this year was to score 10 touchdowns, but with a kick like that, he's doing his part on special teams also. You see him lining up here at linebacker.
Orange team running the league defense, the 3-4, as a 5 front with a cover 2. It'd be interested to see how they are going to line up against this white team today.
Jake Adams split out to the right, Hayden Edmondson out to the left.
Two back set, no tight end. We have 3 receivers.
All right, Jalen Jordan in the gun. Takes a snap, low, passes to Jake Adams, who catches the ball, and he gets tackled immediately. Nice catch by Adams, nice throw by Jordan, and the defense was right there to stop it. It looks like number 14 was there, Dalton Henderson, to make a nice play. Also helped out by Cookston. So first play, throwing the ball, gain of 2 on a wet day, tried to catch him by surprise.
And that's Coach Adams really opening things up here at the beginning. That's a great thing to keep the defense on their heels and really not let them tee off on the run. So great opening play call by Coach Adams.
One thing to note by Orange, they have that big defensive line. You're looking at Zach Jacobs at the defensive tackle position with Sam Mossany, perhaps one of the best linemen in this particular division, lined up over nose guard.
Same formation, 3 receivers, 1 back set, gun.
Jordan drops back again to pass, going deep for Kleffer, and it's incomplete. Nice ball on a wet day. Coverage there by number 34, Nick Trout. Looked like that play could have been there.
The receiver had definitely gotten deep, and there was definitely a nice ball. That was a good 20 yards in the air, and the quarterback had time. Give some love to those big guys up front.
DB didn't have his dad's speed. He couldn't pick that.
He just got his dad's speed this year.
So he's slowing down.
He is.
So Cookston at linebacker along with Turner.
Gun 2 back, 2 receivers.
3rd and 8.
And it's a run.
The give to Kleffer. Kleffer tries to get outside, and a nice play on that.
I'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and about 5, a long 5.
Turner made a nice play. I'll tell you, Kleffer is one of the quickest kids in this league and was trying to bounce it outside.
He is lightning fast, both on defense and offense. He can chase people down, and he can also score long touchdowns.
And he's got a great attitude. His favorite player is Des Bryant, but despite that, Kleffer has an awesome attitude. Just kidding, Carson. All right, here we go. 4th down. Is this 4-down territory, Coach?
Without question, but it does look like they're lining up to punt, and that it looks like they have called that they're going to punt. And this brings up an interesting point. The ball will bounce strangely on this turf, so if it's not caught in the air, the Orange team should probably get away from it.
Yeah, and Orange is ready. They've been practicing this punt return. Beeler is back. There's the snap, and let's see what Beeler does with this. Nice, great punt.
Good punt.
And it's Clint Miller. And it looks like Kleffer's down there to make the great play. Nice play by Kleffer.
Great open field tackle by Carson Kleffer.
Great job by Miller to get a handle on that after a long bounce, and Kleffer down the field like a missile to make a great play. With
that, the Orange team still starts in pretty good field position on the 42-yard line.
All right, that defense that Coach Trout you were talking about lines up. They have that strong defensive line with Gonzalez right there as well as Beeler. Looks like Adams is also up there along with Eli Arthur at defensive tackle. Will Lautner splits out defensive cornerback on the left side with Jalen Joyner corner to the near side. Andrew Evans is the safety along with Kleffer. You see Dresden Roberts there too. Dresden Roberts, who many call the eraser because a play that looks good, Roberts comes in and erases it with his speed and his tackle.
Eli Arthur, Coach Arthur's son, at tackle there on the left side, number 7. He's fired up and ready to make a play in the backfield.
So here's Tomey behind center with Turner in the backfield along with Trout. Tomey gives it to Turner up the middle. Looks like he was tackled by number 7, Eli Arthur. Good gain on the play, good push by that big offensive line for Orange.
Clayton Turner coming back, being eligible by weight, was not eligible the first 3 games, so having him back is a huge advantage for the Orange team and gives them another weapon in the backfield to score here.
Due to the aging process, I'm not eligible for most things due to weight. So good to have Clayton Turner running the ball. Tough kid, great kid, fast kid with an awesome attitude. So they start in the backfield there with Turner and Trout in the backfield. This time Trout splits out wide. It looks like Miller is in the slot with Turner in the backfield again. So Tomey lining up under center. Looks like Zach Jacobs is the center. 2nd and 6. Ball, tough snap. Looks like Turner picked it up, and tackle made there on White, number 15, Jonathan Gonzalez.
Jonathan Gonzalez, one of the outstanding linemen in this league this year, has been for several years. He's a stalwart in the middle of that line, and you see there cleaning up the bad snap and late progressing play.
It's 3rd and 10 here. We need a big play. Coach, what do you think Coach Miller is going to go with?
Well, I think he's going to pass. I know they have been working on the pass game quite a bit, and I think in that last play it may have been a passing play when they went with 4 receivers. What it really does is spreads that White defense out as their outside backers have to cover those number 2 receivers, and it really should provide them with some time to throw the ball. We'll see.
All right, 3rd and 10 here. Looks like Tomey's in the gun. Trout split out to the near side, covered by Jalen Jordan. You see Mossany and Jacobs holding down the offensive line. Here's the snap to Tomey. Good snap. Tomey drops back, and there's the throw. He's got a man, and it's just out of reach. What a great pass by Tomey. Just a little bit out of reach. Coverage on the play that time over by the cornerback for White, which is Will Lautner. So just out of the reach of his receiver there. He had time. Good ball. That's going to be complete in a few years.
Yeah, they're going to go to that quite a bit today just to open up their running game. So we'll see what happens here on this play, see what Coach Miller has dialed up from his years of youth coaching experience here.
Great offensive line protection there. Gave him time to get it off against the tough defensive line. Here we go. We got 4th and 10. We've got 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first quarter. 0-0 versus Orange versus White. So here's Tomey under center. Looks like Miller's in the backfield along with Turner. There's a snap. There's the pitch to Miller, one of the fastest kids in the league, and there's the eraser, Dresden Roberts. Looked like there was room, but Dresden Roberts, along with Brennan Adams, were there. So great play by the defense. Man, what a way to close on the runner. One of the fastest kids in the league in Miller, who typically gets the outside. What a great closing play by Roberts.
Yeah, Dresden just sticking that bear paw out, pulling him in, and swinging him around. Clinton had no chance. It looked like it was promising on the edge, but like you said, he's the eraser.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the White team. Takes over at the 38-yard line.
Orange team held the White team to a 3-and-out last time. See what happens here. Coach Adams started with the pass and actually threw several times on the last set of downs. See what he comes back with here.
So you see Zach Jacobs at that defensive tackle spot. His goal this year is to improve his skills. And I'll tell you, there's a kid, no kid out there that's worked harder than Jacobs. So we'll see what he can do at defensive tackle here. All right, so Jordan in the pistol formation. There's the snap. There's the give to Roberts. Roberts to the left side, breaks the tackle, and he may go. Dresden Roberts to the 5, touchdown.
He has been waiting for that for 2 years. To be able to run the ball. This is his first game eligible to run the ball and has done a fantastic job right there off the left tackle on the option look. Great call by the coach and great blocking up front.
Yeah, huge hole there for Roberts to run through, and then he did the rest. So we got a 6-0 ball game here on a long run by Dresden Roberts. Got through that thick orange, defensive line. You see, gosh, look at that size there, and to open up a hole like that is definitely a great accomplishment by the White team. So here we go for the extra point. We've got a lot of fans in the stands here, both on the home and away side. Anderson University, of course, the home to the Anderson University Arabians, but also phenomenal facilities. Our Ravens. But obviously also home to the Indianapolis Colts training camp as well. Great facilities throughout, and a great opportunity for our kids to play on a beautiful turf field. There goes Jalen Jordan, gives the ball up the middle to Ian Jones, who is stopped. Nice big play there. You see Mossany coming up off the ground, as well as Jacobs, and Trout was also there. So that could be, as we found out last game, a key play in stopping those extra points. So 6-0 for the White team. They will kick off to Orange. Coach Trout, talk to us a little bit about the evolution that you've seen in Pendleton overall with the football program over the last year.
Well, I like the way that the high school has taken a big role in what we're doing here from the fundamental standpoint, but also from the scheme standpoint, running some of the high school's offense, learning some of the high school's terms to give a good transition to the junior high. I think that's going to be the biggest thing that I've seen happen in the last 2 years.
There's a kick by Gonzalez. Gets through the line, and it's handled.
The man of the day.
Handled by Jordan Green, a nice pickup, and again, there's Dresden Roberts on the kickoff team making a play. So two big tackles already by Roberts.
It's a broken record. He is the man of the hour so far.
So Orange is back on offense against that vaunted white defense. I'm excited to see what Orange can do with it. I'll tell you, that pass was wide open. We'll see if Coach Miller goes back to that pass. Coach, how do you feel about the execution of these kids running offense that's new to them, that's consistent with what the high school is running?
Well, what's neat to see is the graduation from 3rd and 4th grade to 5th and 6th grade, to see shotgun snaps, passes being thrown, running the option that the high school is running, and it's fantastic to see. I couldn't be more excited about it.
All right, you see Hendricks split out to the near side at receiver. Trout on the far side at receiver. We've got Tomey under center with Turner and Miller in the backfield. Tomey give the ball to Miller right up the middle, and there is nothing doing. That was Gonzalez there initially to make the stop, followed up by Ian Jones and Brendan Adams.
As we said in the onset of the game, the defensive line with Gonzalez, with Arthur, with Jones, they're the toughest in the league with Adams. They've done such a good job this year. They probably are the biggest difference in the games that the white team plays with any of the other offenses in the league.
Let's see if Orange can get to the outside here. Again, split to the near side as Hendricks. Tomey takes the snap, gives it up the middle to Turner. Tackled on the play there by Eli Arthur initially, then tackled by a host of his friends. So here we go. We've got a 3rd down play.
Really nothing there to run through. There was no hole. The Orange team's doing a good job of getting on blocks, but there's no movement going on up front. Justin Beeler, the other member of that front five that has done such a great job, ran the opening kickoff of the season back for a touchdown, surprising everyone except for him. He said he knew he could do that, but opening kickoff of the season against this Orange team, he ran it back for a 60-yard touchdown to start the season.
See Jordan Green split out to the slot. He's a player to watch here. He's a big Frank Gore fan. Let's see if they get it to him, and he runs through people like Gore does. One of his goals this year is to score a touchdown. We'll see what he does. Here's Tomey at the shotgun. High snap, taken directly by Turner, who's tackled almost immediately by number 15, Jonathan Gonzalez. You see that name pop up again. Great job there. I'll tell you, just a great presence of mind by Turner there to handle that tough snap. Thought he had some space, but Gonzalez completely closed that window quickly.
What a play, what a play.
Great comment, Kurt. 4th and 11. Coach Trout, we talked about this first game. Being an English major, how has this helped you prepare for this particular debut?
I'm speechless. I have no words. I have no words to say that I have no words.
All right, Mossany back to punt. Poor rush by the white team. Oh, just kidding. They can't rush. Mossany kicks it.
A spiral kick.
And nice kick handled by Kleffer. Kleffer gets the ball, gets around. Nice move on Turner. Nice block right there by Justin Beeler. And ultimately tackled.
Great block by Beeler to avoid the block in the back. Did a nice job there to really spring to to spring the runner with that block. He gained about another 5 yards. First down, White.
And one of the better tacklers and speedsters in this league, Nick Trout, was thundering down, and that's where Beeler made that block. If not, Trout makes the play. Here goes offense back for the White team on the 43-yard line. We got 1 minute and 43 seconds left in this first quarter.
Be interesting to see what Coach Adams comes out with. We've seen two different offensive philosophies from him so far. One was a pass first. The other one successfully was a run off tackle with Dresden Roberts. We'll see what he chooses to do now.
You see Dalton Henderson here on this corner, another basketball player who also loves to play football too. His goal is to score a touchdown this year. He loves the Steelers as his favorite team. So let's see if he locks people down like Troy Polamalu did. Here we go. Green defense staring down our White team here.
And a sweep to Dresden Roberts.
There's Roberts. Back. Nice tackle by Sam Mossany. Sam following a long line of his older brothers, Mossany's, who are great kids, great athletes, and Sam's the next in line. So one of the defensive, offensive linemen of the future for Arabians, and showed his quickness there.
I know Sam Mossany is looking for a time when he's going to be able to line up at a fullback and do some dirty work up front. He's always had the dream of being able to do that, and next year as a 7th grader, I think he's going to have that opportunity.
So you just got a view there of the skies over AU here that have cleared up. There's the pitch. There goes Jones, and it is stuffed. Nice play by Orange.
Ian Jones on a nice, tough run. Broke through the first tackler and was able to gain another yard or two after contact there.
You see Tomey, the quarterback there, playing defense for Orange, and was right there to make the stop. Well played. I'll tell you, one thing I noticed with this Orange team is not only the size they have, but also the speed. You look at Miller at the corner. You look at Henderson. You look at Trout at safety. Just a great athletes. Aaron Cookston, who comes to us as a baseball catcher, and now he's a linebacker. Just a great athlete with Green there, Turner. This defense looks really good. All right, here we go. We got 3rd down and 7. It looks like the end of the first quarter. Coach Adams elects not to run a play. So at the end of the first quarter, we have Pendleton White 6, Pendleton Orange 0. Teams go off, take a water break. While it's cooled off a little bit, it's still very humid today. One thing I've been impressed with is the ball control for both sides. On a wet day, they seem to be handling the ball fairly well. It hasn't been a turnover battle so far. It's been a battle of defense with punts.
Yeah, something we don't see a whole lot of in 5th and 6th grade are punts, and we've already had 2 here today.
Coach Trout, we have a couple sponsors that sponsor these teams, and we have sponsors for all of our teams as well as title sponsors and Rickers. Rickers sponsored this Orange team, and then Continental One Enterprises sponsors the White team. Tell me about the importance of sponsors to what we do.
Well, with the sponsorship, there's a two-way go with this. The sponsors have an opportunity to not only do some advertising and get their name into the community and help the league financially, but it's also good for the teams to know, that they can count on community members to be able to, do things like what we're doing today, to be able to have horsepower camp, to be able to do some of the future things that we want to have, and without that, it wouldn't be possible.
We've got a great director of sponsorship, Chad Wolf from the PJFL, who does a great job in raising those funds to help our kids give a great experience. Nobody better at shaking babies and kissing hands than Chad Wolf. Shaking hands, kissing babies. Sorry. All right, so here we go. We've got 3rd down and 7.
Got formation, motion.
Bulls in motion. There goes Jalen Jordan around the outside. He's got 2 big blockers, and what a great play right there by Cookston, who we talked about earlier, the catcher. making a great angle. I'll tell you, with Jalen Jordan around the outside, with Ian Jones as a lead blocker, Dresden Roberts as a blocker, for Cookston to get up there and make a play is just fantastic.
What a play. Nice angle, good pursuit, and what a hustle. He took a great angle and really had no quit in that as he chased that down.
So we got 4th down and 8. This Orange team has stepped up, and I'll tell you, has been playing great against a big, large offensive line and a big, good speed in the backfield. So let's see what Coach Adams has here. Watching practice this week, I know they've looked at screen passes to the receivers. We'll see if he elects to throw the ball here. I know the first 2 plays of the game, he's passed it, and then has gone away from the pass since then. Coach, you see the Orange team in that 3-4 defense. Tell me the basics of the 3-4. What's important?
The way we line up, it's going to be a 5-man front, but those outside backers are responsible in some capacity for pass drop. So it really is a 3-man front with 2 inside backers to fill inside out.
Okay, 4th and 8. Big play here. Jalen Jordan in the gun. And drops back, and indeed he does pass. Looks up the field to Brendan Adams, and what an interception! Oh, and he fumbles it. It's ruled incomplete. What a great break on the ball by Carson Petty.
Ruled complete.
And it is ruled indeed an interception by Carson Petty. What a great, great play. Looked like Brendan Adams was open. It was a good throw by Jalen Jordan. Petty breaks on it. And I'll tell you, his favorite team is the Cincinnati Bengals, just like Adam Pac-Man Jones. Petty, by the way, has a better attitude than Pac-Man Jones, but made a great play on the ball and picked that one off.
Yeah, great play, and what a nice job trying to keep his balance and hold on to the ball at the same time, and then recovered heads-up play. It was recovered by one of the Orange players once the ball did come out.
It's funny. His goal this year is to get a pick 6. He's got the first part of that equation down. He got so excited after the pick that he, I think, dropped the ball there and then was able to get it back up. So just a great play by Petty and a game changer for Orange. That defense has really been impressive.
Yeah, and you could tell that that they have closed the gap on the disparity. The Orange team has yet to score this season, and not to bring that up in a negative way, but I believe today they've got a chance here to move the ball and to do that, and then they've also put together a couple of good stops, which early in the season wasn't the case.
All right, Tomey under center, Turner in the backfield. There's that pitch. Miller, nice block on the outside. Looks like a flag is on the play. Looks like a possible block in the back on Orange. This play may be coming back.
Hold on the edge in the open field. It's tough to not reach your arm out and grab with to have a little discipline there. But it looks like in the backfield, and I believe it was Dresden Roberts that was in pursuit there that may have gotten held.
So a couple of infractions on the play, holding offense, blocking the back on offense. Coach Trout, how many holding calls did you actually have in your career?
Well, from the bench, it's hard to hold.
Okay.
So, I mean, I was pretty safe. When I was on the field, it was I was long snapping. And, no, it was you took pride in not having any penalties up front. And, you know, it was one of those things that we really prided ourselves on trying to get in front of the blocks to make those. But I can't I forget the negatives, and so I couldn't answer that question possibly.
Well, most parents cheer their kids on, go Johnny, score a touchdown, make a great block or tackle. Coach Trout's parents said things like, Kurt, sit up straight, as he sat there on the bench. So here we go. We have first down and about 20. Sorry about the silence there. I actually got punched in the face by Kirk. Okay, here we go. First and 20. And Tomey lines up again behind center. Jacobs gets in front of the ball here as the center. Man, what a great center he is, getting the ball up. And it looks like Tomey's in the gun. Tomey takes the snap.
Good snap. Looks to throw.
There's that ball there, and Beeler knocks it down. Beeler's one of those kids who has that combination of size and speed. He's a tall kid, tough to get that pass over him. Coaches, we look at a 6-0 score. We've found that so many of these games have been so close and so even. I think it's a testament to the kind of the process of team selection, going away from the traditional draft. Tell us about the importance of having really competitive games.
Well, it's going to keep more kids interested, and it really teaches them how to play in a tight ball game, which is a huge skill and just something to know as they become older football players. They've played in tough games, they've won tough games, they've lost tough games, and it really is important for them.
Yeah, and we're trying to get away from the seasons where you have the 8-0 teams and the 0-8 teams, because for the 0-8 team, they really struggle sometimes to have fun, and the goal at this age is to have fun.
No doubt.
All right, 2nd and 10. Looks like the referees are working out a few different things. We've got 8:22 left in the second quarter. 6-0 lead for the white team. Tomey again in the gun. You see Bowles here on the near corner. There's a snap. Another nice snap by Jacobs given to Turner. Let's see if he can get around, and it's a gang tackle. He had a little bit of room there, gained a few yards, wasn't able to get much more. Good pursuit there by White. Good gain on the play, though, by Orange as we look at 3rd down and long. That penalty is kind of rearing its ugly head.
You see there Coach Miller really trying to spread the white team out and then give it to one of the studs up front, and it really didn't work out since the white team pursues so well, and they've done a fantastic job of tackling today.
You've mentioned Coach Miller a couple times. He's doing a great testament to a kid-focused coach who really works for the good of the kids to try to make them better.
And one thing you'll notice today as you watch this ball game is a variety of kids are going to touch the ball. And I feel that the coaches that we have in our league have done such a great job of making it kid-first and making it a learning experience, but also trying to make it competitive and getting a lot of kids involved. They've done a fantastic job. Really proud of our coaches this year and really proud of how things have come together in our league with our stated goals being competitive ball games here this year.
All right, 3rd down and long here for Orange. The sun is out, much different from this morning when Coach Trout rode his moped in. Let's see what the Orange can do here. Jacob snaps, another good snap. Here goes Tomey dropping back to pass. A little out route for Miller. He's got it. Makes a move, and watch out, and a nice tackle. What a great play call. What a great pass by Tomey, and a nice catch by Clint Miller.
One thing you notice about Tice Tomey are his mechanics. He's as mechanically sound as a youngster as you could possibly see. His follow-through, and you really saw it on the delivery there. He had a beautiful spiral right on the spot on an out route to one of his favorite targets, Clint Miller, who made a nice play to cut back behind the pursuing defense. 4th and 6.
Big play here for Orange. You see Cookston, Mossany, as well as Jacobs on that right side of the line. Look for this play to go right. Looks like the pass has been there. You see Trout split to the far side with Miller in the slot. Here's Tomey, drops back, rolls right, tries to make a move, and he's held up just short of the 1st down. We may get a measurement. It looks like he's a little bit short. Rolled right, didn't see anything he liked, made a nice move, and came very, very close to getting the 1st down, but just short. So White will take over on downs.
You saw there a lot of patience out of Tice Tomey. He was patient. He waited to see if things were there, and he waited to the last second to take off. He still, even as he crossed the line, was looking down the field, and that's a great trait to have as a quarterback.
So White takes over. We've got 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in the second quarter. It's 6-0 White. They break the huddle. You see Jake Adams splitting out at receiver. Brennan Adams goes to coach for one last-minute instruction. You see Hayden Edmondson, who's a player to watch on the far side at receiver. There's the snap to Jordan. There's the pitch to Bowles. Bowles trying to get outside and doesn't. We see a flag on the play. Nice play there by Green and Cookston.
Yeah, good pursuit that time. And once again, like we said, Coach Adams getting more kids involved. It's about the fourth ball player that they've had run the ball for him, really keeping the Orange team off guard, not knowing who's going to be the next ball carrier.
Crew Bowles is a big Carolina Panthers fan, and as well as Notre Dame. So he likes math a lot, So he'll have to do a little bit of math here as it's 2nd and 15. Hopefully they can cut this gap a little bit for the white team. Orange looking to stop them. You see that right tackle for the white team, Nick Burkett, looking to open up a hole. There's a snap, a little bit low, up the middle, and he's tackled. Give to Ian Jones. Look at that stout defense. Nice play by Green. That's Jordan Green. Jordan's one of those kids who's a leader on as well as off the field. He's been the co-president of student council for 2 years at his school and in a number of other clubs, the art club, the AIM club. So that's the kind of kid that we're looking to develop all these kids into, is the kind of kid that's a leader, not only within the field, on the field of play, but also in the classroom as well. Looks like a little confusion here from the white team as both of Adams' running backs are asking him questions. Never a good sign. When I was a coach, all 10 of my 11 players asked me questions after we broke the huddle. Like, when are we going to go to Jimmy's? That's why we weren't very good. All right, 3rd and long for White. Adams regroups in the huddle. We've got 4 minutes left in this second quarter. We have a streaker across the... Oh, nope, that's Steve Falk in the green shirt. He does have all his shirts on and everything. He's our safety director for PJFL. Jalen Jordan gets it. Looks like a little bit of confusion in the backfield. Reverses field. Let's see if he can get to the outside, and he does. Nick Trout's there. He gets right past him. Forced out of bounds by Cookston. Looked like a broken play, Coach, but he made the most out of it.
Great run. Way to stay with things, and you see the athleticism of the quarterback there, and that's why he's there in that gun position.
Coach, we talked about Steve Falk a little bit, and he's the director of safety for PJFL. Tell us some of the things that have been done from a safety perspective this year as we keep that as the first objective of PJFL.
The first thing that has happened is that all of our board members have been certified with first aid and life-saving. So I'll come back to it after this play.
There's a hand to Klepfer up the middle, and he's... keeps pushing forward for about 8.
What Steve did is he's provided several things. One, we got training, and we're all on the same page for life saving as for our league superintendents. We also have an AED on site for every one of our games, and then when available, we have staff there from the EMT and the fire department at the site of the game. So it's huge, and it's not just for players, but it's for spectators too. And we're trying to maintain a great environment.
There goes Roberts
for that.
Roberts hits one of his own men. Tough to bring down. Will he make it? Yes. He bowls through. He is a beast to try to tackle. So looked like the biggest collision there was with he and his offensive guy who's blocking, and Jake Adams, and ultimately made it to the score. So that puts the white team up 12-0.
And he, what a great play, just staying with it, churning his legs. Like you said, he ran over his own player. He had an orange player to the right, an orange player to the left, white player in the middle, ran over his own player, and made it through there for the impressive score, even after breaking what looked like a touchdown-saving tackle.
So here they go for the extra point. To follow up on the safety discussion, I know we had a parents' night with a presentation there. We also have an MD that's on the board, and Jason Medler. We've really, obviously taken all the different precautions to make sure that first and foremost we provide a safe environment for our football players. So 12-0 for White as they line up for the extra point. 2:38 left in the second quarter. Again, a beautiful day at Anderson University. Training camp home of the Indianapolis Colts. All right, so here's Jordan lining up for the extra point. Klepfer in motion. Jordan looks, throws, and it's knocked down by Cookston. So incomplete. You see Schnepp walking off the field. He's that center that starts everything. He's been snapping the ball well and opened up ultimately some of those holes for Roberts. So that offensive line play is key for the White team right now. Let's see if Orange can bounce back. They've been able to move the ball a little bit offensively through the air. They're going to need that here with 2:38 left in the second quarter. All right, here goes White. They're looking to kick off. Orange set to return. You see Green as well as Miller deep. There's a kick by Gonzalez. Picked up by Miller. Watch out in the open field. Looks like he's going to get the corner, and there's Roberts to get him from behind. The eraser there again. Nice run, though, by Clint Miller. Good field position for Orange. Still an overcast day here.
It's a nice run by Clint Miller, but an even better pursuit and tackle by Dresden Roberts. I mean, can you say enough about one kid in a game? So far, he's got 2 outstanding touchdowns, and he's made 3 open field tackles that have saved the scores essentially.
Let's see what Orange can do with 2:33 left in the second quarter. Let's see what Coach Todd Miller has up his sleeve. Can't say enough great things about the coaches. I know Coach Trout talked about Coach Miller earlier. On the other side, you have Coach Brian Adams, and just a great job this year and many years. There's few people that have done more behind the scenes to make PJFL great than Brian Adams. He's just done a phenomenal job. Things that people don't see or recognize on the back end to make sure kids have a great experience, and he's been very kid-focused throughout.
A lot of things that Brian handles are our day-to-day communication. He handles the technical side, running our website, running our Facebook page, and really does a fantastic job of getting information out as soon as he possibly can for parents, which I know is a big plus in the communications world.
Here goes Orange with 2:33 left. Tomey in the gun. Jacob snaps back to him. Nice snap. Rush by Brennan Adams. There is Roberts. Turned him back in, and then Ian Jones cleaned it up. Nice hit by Jones.
We have a penalty marker down in the backfield, likely a hold.
Coach, also on that sideline is Russ Edmondson as well, and for the first time this year, the board has someone dedicated to field maintenance and getting the fields lined. He's just done a great job in the hours he's spent out there.
You can't say enough about the work that Russ has put in. It has been outstanding to have one central person in charge of lining the field, but not just lining the field, but he takes pride in the way things look, whether it's our equipment shed or it's other maintenance, taking things apart, and he has the ability to do work on items that most of us normal people don't have a clue about. So it's great to have him out here, have him working on those things, and to take pride in that. So big hats off and thanks to Coach Edmondson.
And also, I'm not one to pat myself on the back, but I just wanted to tell myself great job, as I've been really the one that's headed up the walking tacos this year in the concession stand, and I think they have been very, very good this year, probably better than in past years. So the hours that I put in, I just want to thank myself.
I haven't had one yet. I'm typically working on the sideline, or I'm working on trying to get the parents who are angry at you to not come after you. So you're welcome on that. You owe me a walking taco.
Sounds good. All right, so we've got 1:12 left. The clock is ticking. It's 1st and 10 for the Orange team. Let's see if they can get something. They have been known to have the big play through the air earlier this game. Tomey is under center. Jacobs is snapping. Mosny is lined up there at right guard. Jake Adams down here at corner. There's the handoff, and Clint Miller on the run. Nice play there again. Ian Jones able to get in and make the play. All right, Jones comes off. Looks like he got a little shaken up on the play. Reese Schnepp going in. Looks like Jones may have a little bit of a shoulder issue. We'll hope he gets back in. Reese Schnepp takes over at that right tackle spot. We've got 15 seconds left. Let's see if Orange gets off a play. It does not look like Coach Miller is intended. It sounds like he's going to go back and pack it in for halftime. So with that, the score at halftime is 12-0. White team over the Orange team.
I can understand Coach taking it to the halftime there. There are only 12 players dressed today for the Orange. Several of the Orange players are not here today. So to take that play and run that out is probably a good decision.
Halftime will be 5 minutes here, and we'll get started for the third quarter. So, Coach, it's halftime here, 12-0 with White up. How did you see that first half? What were the key factors?
Well, Dresden Roberts was the big difference in the game. You know, White's been great all season on defense, but Dresden Roberts gave them the big play explosion with the two big runs that he had in that, breaking tackles, running over his own team, running over the other team, and really looking like he's enjoying running the football today.
If you're Coach Miller, what do you look to adjust in the second half?
You know, I think just getting after it. You know, set some short goals like getting some first downs and keeping the White team off the field offensively. I think that's got to be the key there for them.
They're poised. Do you think it's through the air or on the ground?
I'm excited to see. We'll see.
Very good. Well, good. As we get started here, the clock clicks 0 for halftime. We should expecting kickoff shortly. Coach, we talked a lot about the advancements throughout Pendleton football and through PJFL specifically. One key advancement over the last couple summers has been the Pendleton Horsepower Camp at Franklin College. Tell us a little bit about how that camp started and the advantages for kids going to that camp.
Well, you and I had a good idea, I think, to extend the football season. Our kids only played football from the beginning of our season until the end. There wasn't much else after that. Really making football more relevant and changing the culture of what was going on here. That was one of the reasons why we did it. Extend the season, but also improve the skills and build the expectation that kids are going to go to a summer camp for football and really have that ingrained in the culture here as football.
Absolutely. The last 2 summers we've done that in late July. Kids seem to have a great time, not only on the field in camp, but also off the field, staying in dorms with their friends. For several kids, first time away from home for a while, really gives them an added responsibility, and the feedback was great for kids too, the unlimited ice cream being top-notch.
So spread the word. If you know anyone that wants to go, the unlimited ice cream at lunches, big selling point for the kids.
Not a big selling point for the trainer at Franklin College, who subsequently gave the kids a lecture about unlimited ice cream and how that pertains to on-field performance. We had a few upset stomachs. I know, Kurt, you said your stomach was upset after having, several blizzards, correct?
No comment.
All right, so here we go. We're starting the second half, with White kicking the ball. So the first game today, between third and fourth, we saw a huge change of momentum from first half to second half. We'll see if Orange can do the same. Gonzalez kicks off, and it's fielded by Miller. Miller in the open field, dangerous. Here he goes, cuts up. Jalen Jordan there initially, then cleaned up again by Ian Jones. Ian Jones seems to be on every play.
Yeah, Ian Jones, another one of the outstanding players in our league. He's really one of our key sixth graders in the league and has been, a key player in his grade level since you and I have known him when we first came into the league as third grade parents and he was in the fourth grade. Has been one of those tough kids that's going to get 3 or 4 yards on every time he touches the ball. He's going to make tackles, and occasionally he's going to break one big and take it to the house.
There's a couple of those people out there that are just country strong in this league that can rip trees out of the ground, and we've got several of those kids on the field today. Mitch Todd out there lining up his defense. Adams comes into play corner, and Lautner is at the opposite corner.
Interesting look here with Dresden Roberts and Ian Jones on the bench, along with several of the other key players looking to get some other kids into the game and have some action here for that White defense.
Great move by the coaches to give other kids a lot of different opportunities, and we'll see how that pays off here in the second half. So here we go. First down and 10, Tomey under center. Takes the snap, hands up the middle to Green, and he is met right there. Looks like the defensive linemen between Gonzalez and Arthur were there to stop him after a gain of about 1.
Crew Bowles also in on that play. Crew Bowles had his name mentioned several times here today, either running the ball or cleaning up some tackles after the initial contact.
You see Will Lautner out there at that far corner. Favorite player is Marshawn Lynch. I think Lautner is looking to go beast mode on this play. Second down and 9. Dalton Henderson split out to the far side. Looks like Miller's split out to the near side. Watch the pass. Trout in the backfield along with Green. Tomey under center. Tomey takes the snap, hands it to Green, right up the middle, breaks a few tackles, keeps his legs churning, and he breaks it. There he goes, and ultimately cleaned up. There's that first down that Orange team was looking for, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. Great job by Green to keep his legs moving. Got a spin move on there, spun out of a tackle, kept it going, and fell forward for a gain of 11.
Great run on the play, and maybe that spark that Orange team was looking for. We mentioned Lautner going beast mode. Came from the other corner spot to ultimately slow that play down. Great hustle.
Coach Miller has not been afraid to go back to some of the same plays and occasionally get stuff. He's sticking with it, and he trusts that game plan, and right there it looks like it paid off.
All right, so 1st and 10 Orange. There's that spark they needed. Passing midfield. There's Andrew Evans that lined up at safety for White. Evans, a huge Michigan fan. Here goes Tomey from under center. Trout in the backfield with Green again. There's that handoff right up the middle for Green, and he again plows forward that surge. Great offensive line push. You see Mossany pushing the pile. What a great run by Jordan Green behind. Great line play by that Orange team. All right, 2nd down and 1 for Orange. See Jackson Todd lined up at linebacker, one of those wrestler quick kids who can move and make plays quickly. Great attitude.
And the best thing about it, you just said it, his attitude's great, and he always does it with a smile. He'll hit you and get up smiling.
All right, here's Tomey, 2nd and 1. There's the handoff again to Green. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And it looks like he got across for the first down. Again, phenomenal line play by Orange. Great job. Right there you saw Carson Petty push that ball forward. You saw him have the interception earlier. Cookston on the line. Mossany on the line. Jacobs on the line. Just great work. Dresden Roberts is checking back in for Brendan Adams.
After 2 first downs in a row, Coach Todd getting his eraser back on the field. We talked about it at the beginning, and getting first downs for this Orange team is going to be one of the important factors in the success, if they have any success on a drive here. So we look to see what happens here on this drive now that Roberts is back on the field.
Miller split out to the near side. Tomey under center. First down and 10, 6 minutes and 53 seconds left. There's Tomey around the outside with Trout lead blocking. It looks like he almost had the corner. Looks like he had it. Beeler was there on the outside to ultimately rein him in.
And there's Beeler there to help him up after he makes the tackle. What a great play and great attitude out of that young man.
Looks like that play may be there next time, Coach, with that outside being open. It was a nice fake by Tomey. Just couldn't quite get out of the grasp of Beeler.
It looked like they had the edge, like you said, but just the pursuit by that front 5 of the White and the linebacker play there, it's nothing doing.
Burkett checks in for Arthur. Here we go. We got 2nd down and 8. We've got 6 minutes and 11 seconds left here in this third quarter. Orange driving with a 12-6 deficit, or 12-0 deficit, I'm sorry. Coach, I'll tell you as we play at AU here how much this is a neat experience for these kids, being on turf, many for the first time, under the kind of the big stage.
It's a fantastic opportunity for these kids. I know our kids were excited. I know that all the kids that were coming here today were super excited about this. The parents are excited, and you can see it in the way that they're playing today.
All right, here goes Tomey, 2nd and 8. Orange team driving. Would be a great score here. Barking out the cadence, hand it to Green, right up the middle, and he gets several yards. Another great push offensively.
Well, it sets up a 3rd down and medium here on a 4-down territory that Coach Miller is going to take 2 opportunities to get these 4 or 5 yards that are remaining, these 4 yards that are remaining.
Gonzalez, who's been that stalwart in the defense, comes off the field. All right, here we go. We've got 3rd down and 4. Tomey takes the snap, gives it to Green again, up the middle, and he looks like he's at or just maybe short of the first down. We'll see where the spot is. Looks like he's just short. It looks like it's going to be 4th down and inches. What a key play here for Orange.
Yeah, big play here. You said it. They've got they call it a first down.
First down. Great push by that Orange squad. Got to be encouraged if you're Todd Miller with this drive here, with what you're seeing out of the offensive line and the hard running by Jordan Green. Bulls checks out. Brennan Adams checks back in. Coach, you see a lot of these players playing different positions throughout the game, both offensively with the Orange team and defensively. Tell me about the importance at this age of getting experience in every position.
Well, it just makes a well-rounded football player. You don't know if your 100-pound son is going to be a 200-pound lineman, 250-pound lineman later on in life. So it's good for them to learn multiple positions because they're obviously at 5th and 6th grade not done growing.
Good point with that, where I was a running back at this age, and in high school I was a starting left out, like literally left out. Here we go, 1st and 10. Orange.
How was your posture on the bench?
Yes, my parents were constantly yelling at me to tuck my shirt in. Here we go. Tomey driving here, led by a strong offensive line push by Orange. Let's see if White can stop him. Tomey drops back. There's that quick pass over to Miller. Makes a play, gets around the outside, and he's forced out of bounds. Good pursuit. What a great play. Looks like we may have a White player injured on the play. Brennan Adams made a game-saving stop there, but what a great pass by Tomey. Great play by Miller. Showing some explosiveness, that Orange offense. Clint Miller, one of the fastest kids, even as a 5th grader in this 5th and 6th grade league. All right, here is Orange. Tomey lined up under center. There's the handoff to Green right up the middle. Nice play.
Drives his legs and keeps things going.
Tackled by a host of White, including Jackson Todd, who we talked about earlier. Even Andrew Evans from the safety position comes up, makes a play. We see a lot of different White jerseys getting off the ground.
This could be a huge drive for the Orange team from a confidence standpoint. Not only have they driven the ball in a really good defense, but they haven't been able to put drives together this year. So this is a huge drive. If they can get anything out of this drive other than moving the ball, it's going to be a big win for this Orange team, no matter what the score at the end of the game is.
2 minutes left in this third quarter, and Orange is driving down 12-0. Temperature has dropped throughout the day here at AU. It's ended up to be a great day after a lightning delay earlier. Here goes Orange. In the backfield, you've got Turner and Trout. Tomey under center. There's the keeper by Tomey. Could he get outside? There's Jalen Jordan there to make a play. And there's Roberts to stop him.
Once again, it looked like it was there, but the swarming white defense did a fantastic job pursuing. Got a big third down in about a long 7 to go for a first down. They can still earn a first down if they get to this 2-yard line here. 2 downs to get the first down or score a touchdown here.
Jalen Jordan, you see at that outside linebacker spot, doing his job there, not letting anything get beyond him. Just did a nice job using his speed. You know, Jordan's a kid that can play a lot of different positions, and favorite team is the Colts. One thing unique about Jalen, too, is that his parents, not only his parents, but his grandparents, to come to all of his games and definitely are huge supporters. So a lot of people here to see him make that play. Here we go. We've got third down and about 7 yards to go. Big plays here for Orange as they drive within the 10-yard line. Looks like Tomey is going to be in the gun. You see Caleb O'Sullivan up there at that left guard. He's been leading the way, paving the way for Green throughout the day. There's the snap. Looks like he's going to look for the pass. Lautner's there, and so is Miller, and he's got a touchdown. Touchdown to Clint Miller in the end zone. Nice throw by our quarterback there. Great job.
Tice Tomey to Clint Miller. They've been working on this play. It's great to see them have some success. The first touchdown of the season by the Orange team. Have fun, boys. Enjoy it. It's pretty neat.
Yep, Lautner was there, right in good position. The ball was just a little bit out of his reach, cradled in with a great catch by Clint Miller. Really nice job. So we've got a ball game, folks. It's 12-6, and it's looking like Orange is going for the extra point here. We'll see what happens. We've had this is the second of 2 games today and they have been extremely close.
Now they're going to try to kick this. Referee helping them get lined up.
Looks like Hendricks is lining up here for the kick. Nick Trout is the holder. In youth league rules here, there will not be a rush by the defense. Hendricks is lined up. This would be big. A lot of yelling from the white team. We got some jumping jacks going on. Somebody doing the worm.
It doesn't make it across.
Nope.
But a valiant effort nonetheless. The first opportunity that they've had to do that this season, and the white team having some fun too out there on defense.
Looks like it. Always exciting when a kid is able to line up for the kick, and looked like just didn't have the height on that one.
No, it came up a little short. What is exciting is to see is still the energy of the white team, mostly led by Eli Arthur, one of the biggest. I don't want to say cheerleaders, but he gets the guys going, and he's always positive. He's trying to keep things moving. Between he and Jacob Adams, there can't be a dull moment in the white huddle. There's no possible way.
If a dance party breaks out, the white team is probably going to win the championship.
Halftime was a great demonstration of that with the worm and several other dance moves being demonstrated by the white team.
Jake Adams is one of those kids who's extremely creative, and you can see it not only in his dance moves, but also in his hobbies. He ultimately wants to be a video game designer, and he's one of those kids who is extremely smart, and I'll probably be working for him one day. You also mentioned Arthur, who in his spare time loves to read books. He's a rugby player as well. Here goes Mossany to kick off. There's a ball, and it's on the ground, picked up and fallen on by Ian Jones. Could have been a big play.
There.
Yeah, could have been a big play. Nice heads-up play by Jones.
You know, the white offense has been on the bench for quite a while, and so we'll see what they come back out to here on this next drive.
All right, so here we go. We've got White getting the ball back. Their lead has been cut to 6. O'Sullivan lined up at that right tackle spot. Mossney in the middle. Jacobs on the other side. That is a daunting defensive line. Tomey up at that left outside linebacker spot with Green on the near side. Look at Dalton Henderson is ready. He's ready at that corner spot. Good thing because there's the pass and almost picked off by Tomey. Almost picked off by Tomey. That could have been huge. Way to be there. I'll tell you, being at that outside linebacker spot, he read past quickly, dropped into coverage, and almost made a big play.
Great play there. And what way to open up the offense and not just go right back to what they know that they've had a ton of success, but to get some work in some other areas like the passing game. Coach Brian Adams is not afraid to take some chances here.
Second down and 10. We've got a ball game here, everybody, and white team has the ball with the lead. We've got 19 left in the third quarter. Sorry, it's the fourth quarter. Here's Jalen Jordan from the gun. Drops back to pass again. Looking first at Edmondson. Now at Brennan Adams, who has the ball. It's a dogfight between Adams and the defensive player. And the referee calls it an interception.
It's a tough call there by the referee. I think when you have two players going for the ball, the dual possession goes to the offense, but that's not how the referee saw it. He saw it as an interception and signaled it right away.
That was muscle on muscle. Adams caught the ball. Tomey caught it. It appeared as though he caught it at the same time, and Tomey ripped it out, and ultimately we have a turnover. So we'll see how this sudden change impacts what White does. We've got a ball game here. Defense, that White vaunted defense, is going to have to step up.
Yeah, and credit Coach because it still was a good play call there. He's still taking some chances here, getting some kids involved, and that's really what this is about. And it was a tough break there. Still not sure about the call from the referees, but they ultimately have the final say, and that's what they called. So the Orange team will line up here on offense, and we'll see what they can do now.
All right, Orange has the ball. Tomey behind Jacobs at center. Tomey barking out orders, looking over the defense. It's that 3-4 defense. There's Green up the middle. Beeler right there to stop him. It looks like White has put Dresden Roberts back in and Beeler right back in as well. So it looks like they're at full strength. Orange, let's see what they can do.
Good run there off the left side. We probably haven't talked enough today about that Orange offensive line, especially on that last drive, of how they stayed on blocks and made a couple of holes against that really good defensive front we've talked about all morning.
Yeah, you've got Carson Petty, you got Fletcher, you've got O'Sullivan. We talked a lot earlier about Mossney, Jacobs. Those guys are just beasts up the middle, and they've been depending on that with Jordan Green's strong running ability all day.
One thing I like about O'Sullivan is his willingness to stay after practice and do some extra drills just to get better, and he has big goals. He wants to be a starting football player for the varsity team someday, and he stated that.
So we've got Green and Trout in the backfield. Nick Trout's number one goal for football this year is to not have any goals. So it's wide open. There goes Tomey around the outside.
Good wrap up on defense there. Good pursuit. There's more than one tackler on him.
Going back to Trout, he's one of those kids that depends on his work ethic. He's overcome his gene pool to be a really good athlete. His favorite player is Walter Payton, and you can tell there's nobody that works harder, more fundamental than Nick Trout is. He's one that's going to continue to develop and become a great player.
His favorite food is lasagna.
All right, Coach Miller putting together a 3rd and 10 play here. Watch that pass for Orange. I think they may go back to that. They found some holes in the secondary for the white team. Those corners for White are looking to shut it down. You got Bowles here, close on the near side, and Lautner on the far side. You got Andrew Evans at safety along with Carson Klepfer. So just stud athletes in that secondary that this Orange team is looking to exploit.
Yeah, definitely look at the pass down here to the bottom.
Dalton Henderson split this way. There's a snap to Tomey. Nice snap. Good rush by Brennan Adams. Tomey fires and picked off this time by Lautner. Lautner up the sideline and out of bounds. Of bounds. Lautner he wasn't going to get burnt again. He made a great play to pick that ball off. And on the return, quickly White understood that they had an interception. Brennan Adams came in and made a big block.
Big block. We have a player down, Orange player, that was blocked on that play. It looked like a nice clean block, nice hard block there at the point of the interception. What a great play by the White defense, getting the ball while it was in the air. Some good center field skills there.
Coach, right there is the life of a cornerback. You look at Lautner earlier where Clint Miller scored that touchdown behind him. A cornerback has to be able to forget plays like that, just like Lautner did, and come back and make a huge play for that White team.
Well, big play, especially with only 4 minutes and 49 seconds left in the game. We have just an outstanding change of events that really could save the game for the White team, as Orange had a lot of momentum, second half momentum here, moving the ball, and then they were able to get the ball back.
So Hendricks is injured on the play, back up, looks like he's great. So we're in good shape there, and the Orange team is looking to reset on defense. Needs a quick turnover here with 4:49 left in this fourth quarter, trailing 12-6.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a good thing Hendricks got up because the Orange team only has limited subs, and because they're missing several players here today. So good thing that he's healthy. Hope he's feeling all right and shake the cobwebs off and get back to it.
So 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line for White. Adams in the huddle calling the play with his quarterback, Jalen Jordan. Hayden Edmondson split to the near side. Jake Adams split to the far side. Jalen Jordan in the gun. There's the run by Dresden Roberts. Breaks the tackle. Dresden Roberts separating. We'll see. Miller has the angle. Dresden Roberts for the touchdown. What a great run by Roberts. He got the outside there, and the rest was history. That speed and power combination. Great job. So 18-6, White. Looks like we got an injury on the play as they prepare to line up for the conversion.
There you go. That's all you get. Hey, we know your kids, so you better be careful. Yeah. Hey.
Medical staff taking a look at Henderson there. Looks like he got foot or ankle rolled up on that outside run. So Dresden Roberts, and it looks like he's okay, which is great to see. Dresden Roberts has that combination of speed and power that I'll tell you get to the outside, and he's going to be tough to bring down. Another big run.
This just in, he's good, he's big, and he's fast.
This just in, you are a doofus, Kurt. All right, so here we go. 18-6.
I can only take so much of your name on doofus. Well, that's it. That's all you
All right, we've got 4 minutes and 37 seconds left, Coach. Looks like, regardless of what the score is, these kids are having a great time.
And once again, we've had a competitive ball game. It's 18-6, looking for 2 points here on the kick, but the game has been back and forth, and that's ultimately what we've tried to accomplish this year in our football league.
Looks like Beeler is lining up for the extra point, a left-footed kicker. There's the snap to Gonzalez. Let's see if Beeler can connect. There's it's up, and it is
good.
just
It looked like it was
wide
good.
left. He had the height, he had the distance, just off a little bit. Nice kick by Beeler. Good effort by the white team. All right, so we have a score of 18-6 with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left. So the Orange team needs a couple big plays here, which they've shown the ability to do throughout the day.
The players line up for the kickoff. Jonathan Gonzalez lines up.
There's the kick, handled again by Miller. Dangerous in the open field. Here he goes. He tries to get left. Pursued by Brennan Adams, who ultimately, along with Carson Kleffer, gets him forced out of bounds.
Can't say it enough. The white team's pursuit this game, and in fact all season, has been second to none. They track down everybody that's in front of them, and they do a good job of hustling to the ball. Coach Adams has done a nice job, and Coach Todd and the other coaches have done a fantastic job of making sure that their kids don't stop until the whistle blows.
Orange team takes over at the 37-yard line. Sun back out here at Anderson University. Big day on campus here with a game later tonight featuring Anderson University Ravens against Center College. All right, here we go. So Orange takes over here at the 37-yard line. White looking to put the game away. Tomey lines up behind center. There's a snap. Given to, looks like the ball is on the ground. Let's see who got it. Looks like the handoff was fumbled. White
ball
has recovered. White's
Great job
recovered.
on defense there, and once again, that was the front five up there for the white team.
All right, White takes back over. 35-yard line. Tell you whether it's youth football or all the way up, turnovers are everything, aren't they, Coach? And trying to limit those.
No doubt, and both coaches have taken chances throwing the ball today. But that's the first fumble that we've seen, from under center or on offense today. So, nice job taking care of the ball thus far, with only 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game.
18-6, White ahead. Looks like Adams will likely take the conservative approach to try to eat some clock.
Be interesting to see who gets the ball here in this for these last couple of plays here for White.
Jordan barking out the cadence. Gets the ball, hands off to Bowles, who makes a few cuts up the middle. Nice run by Bowles.
Nice run, turning a busted play with a snap that was bouncing back to him, getting the handoff quickly to Bowles. Jalen Jordan doing an outstanding job there, turning that play into something positive.
Crew Bowles likely on his way down someday to Notre Dame, his favorite university. All right, here we go. Edmondson is to the near side. All these outside runs by Roberts. Edmondson's made some key blocks. There's Jalen Jordan. There's the snap. Pressure up the middle. Flags all over the
Flags in
place.
play.
Jordan looks like he is still up. And it takes a host of orange people, orange jerseys to take him down. So we'll see what the flag is on the play. It looks like we have an orange player down. Two penalties on the offense. We got, it looks like a holding call. This play's coming back. So we'll replay second down. Coach, speaking of penalties, when you coached, tell me about, I know you were very adamant that you were under the philosophy that if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Is that true, or is that?
I play by all the rules and the intent and the spirit of the rules of the game. I'd like to say thanks for Dave Cloud coming out today. I know he spent some time with us earlier talking, but as he takes the field and exits the stadium today, just want to say once again, it's been such a great transition to be able to have a coach of his esteem who's now coaching junior high football, our lead junior high coach, join us in not only decision making with the board but sharing vision and trying to incorporate what the high school and junior highs are doing with our youth program. So once again, thank you to Dave Cloud on a very, very important partnership that we have begun.
Yeah, we anticipate Coach Cloud, who is the middle school director for football, who's been here all morning, and then Coach Richmond, coming off of a high school game last night, will be here later today. So support of PJFL throughout the organization, really that one program approach. So O'Sullivan hurt on the play. He's back up and healthy. So we've had a few bumps and bruises today, it looks like, but we're pretty good. Nothing a little ice can't handle. So we got 1:55 left, fourth quarter. Looks like Adams is drawing something up. You can see Coach Todd Mossany, the defensive coordinator for the Orange team. I've been looking at Todd Mossany all day, and I think he has had his arms folded the entire time. We're not even sure if he has hands. All right, so here we go. Second down and 13. There's a snap picked up by Jalen Jordan and met immediately by O'Sullivan.
Nice tough play. I had a way to shake off the injury from before, hop back up, come up, make the next play after his injury, and keep the clock moving here.
Under a minute left. 18-6 White. Jalen Jordan, I'll tell you got to be impressed with Reese Schnepp snapping the ball in that gun all day. Another nice snap. Ian Jones gets the ball, breaks the tackle, and a nice play there by Cookston.
Real nice open field tackle there. Once he had gotten past the line of scrimmage, it was a great play there.
It looks like they'll run out the remainder of the clock, so the final will be White team 18 and the red team 6. So a well-played game, back and forth by both sides. Really, really strong effort. Orange has definitely, they are back, as far as a team that's formidable to deal with some great plays, some long passing plays, very well done by the offensive line, etc. White, showed that while they didn't break, they are able to be bent a little bit defensively. So it should be a very competitive rest of the season. White really stepped up toward the later part of the game. Lautner, we mentioned, had a big interception to put the halt on the Orange team's momentum.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Coach, it was good. It was a well played game on both sides. A couple of turnovers, one turnover making the difference, and it was what we're looking for here in the league.
Very good. So there you have it. Signing off from Anderson University, the final is White Team 18 and the Orange Team 6. Thank you so much for joining and viewing, and have a great rest of the game day.